Scrumptious cuisine? What kind of food is that? Exactly what I just said. Anything that passes through my lips that I think is scrumptious is the kind of food I prefer. See, Jado, you understand what a pain he is now. I've been to understand what a pain he was since the first time he spoke. You don't gotta tell me that. Konnichiwa, so I just got done filming some other videos, but I figured that I should go back to, I should film Ozmafia. At least like 2 more. My bow fell. Now my bow falls off. I should stop touching my hair. So, welcome to episodes 9 and 10 to Ozmafia, I think. Sometimes I can't even remember like what episodes these are because it's just a huge gap in between. But let me take one of these out and let me get this here. I'm ready to start now. Good morning, Mr. Caramia. Good morning, Jado. Nice timing. Nice timing. Yeah, I'm about to make breakfast, but I'm not sure what to make. Can you even cook? How about you make a request? A request? I feel like it would be a bad idea if I just say, oh, whatever you think is good. So yeah, pancakes, please. Can you make pancakes? Roger that. Alright, why don't you take a seat over there? Okay, will do. Are you gonna burn down the house? Cause I don't... Good morning, you two. Mr. Kyrie. Kyrie, you're already up? Yes, we have our regular physicals today after all. Regular physicals? Dr. Robert will be visiting today to give us our regular physicals. He makes house calls for that? Yes, if we send all the soldiery off to this clinic in groups for it, there would be holes in our security. The additional cost for a house call is a bit of a burden, but in terms of risk, there aren't many other options. Physicals are important. You'll be getting a physical as well, Signorina. Don't eat too much. Okay, got it. Oh, what that got to do with me? That was delicious. Oh my gosh, we can cook. Oh, thank you for the meager meal. Hey now, you know I'm the one who cooked that. You calling it meager? Meager? The flavor was decidedly cruel and indelicate. If you have a problem with it, make it yourself. This dude can't even cook, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he would just resort to burning the house down. I'm pretty sure that he's probably, I don't want to say Solomon level, but he might be close to it. I don't know. It seems like he doesn't touch anything but like work or, I don't know. Oh no, my hands are not suited to such work. Mr. Kyrie's hands. Her eyes were suddenly drawn to his hands. It was unusual for him not to be wearing his gloves. Just as Kyrie said, they were completely pristine, free of wear and tear of work. His skin was smooth and pale. His fingers long and slender. They almost made her feel jealous. So he does nothing. He does absolutely nothing. Mr. Kyrie, you have such pretty hands. Yes, they are, aren't they? Wouldn't it seem almost sinful to use them for such a lowly purpose? You mean cooking you or yourself a meal is lowly? They only look nice because you don't do any work. If you're gonna complain every time, just cook your own food. You really are nuts. I did just say that I wouldn't, didn't I? Are your ears broken? If I'm taking something into my body, I have every right to judge the quality of the substance. In that sense, it's your duty to make something that appeals to me, Caramia. Don't you work for him? He doesn't work for you. Right. Duty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my, your ignorance makes this much more difficult. Very well, let me explain it so even a simpleton can understand. In short, cut it out and make me something delicious, you stupid lion. Oh my gosh. Is he the boss or is Caramia the boss? Like, this is some childhood friend crap. Because if he wasn't, I would have been done clocked him upside his head. Like I said, if you're going to complain, why don't you... What are you arguing about? Axel! She's like, oh, I don't care about that. The pancakes were great. Stop, Mr. Axel. Stop, Mr. Kyrie. Kyrie? He's saying my cooking is bad after you finished eating, of course. Ah, yeah, that's something. Your cooking isn't bad, sir. It's not as if he knows how to make everything, but his skills align fairly well with my preferences. Don't compare your pathetic excuse to a palate to mine. My preferences are a myriad of the highest class. Don't. Then why don't you go back to being highest class of where you came from? Why are you living here? I guess Mr. Kyrie is a gourmet. By the way, what kinds of food do you like? Scrumptious cuisine. What is that supposed to entail? Scrumptious cuisine? What kind of food is that? Exactly what I just said. Anything that passes through my lips that I think is scrumptious is the kind of food I prefer. See, Jado, you understand what a pain he is now. I've been to understand what a pain he was since the first time he spoke. You don't gotta tell me that. At least I'm not a boring, monotonous fellow like him. Bruh. I'm gonna have to kick him in his kneecaps. Excuse me. Hello, Dr. Krill. Oh, I'm surprised you're coming out to greet me. Thanks for coming, Doctor. I've told the soldier to come to the living room when it's their turn, like usual. Thank you. All swallowed fellows are great. Physicals always go smoothly here. Is it different in other places? Yeah, a lot of others are not as compliant, nor do they show up on time. If I'm remembering right, Familiar Grimm's Gretel was quite a handful, wasn't she? Oh yes. By now I've grown quite accustomed to her verbal abuse. All I'm doing is trying to give her a checkup. I wonder why she hates me so much. I can't understand it. Sir, everything's ready. Grazie, Axel. Alright, Doctor, come right this way. Oh, Joide! Oh, certainly. Jado, you're coming too? Eh? Alright, I forgot. Senorita, can you wait in your room? My room? Yeah, I can't exactly have you get your physical along with a bunch of guys. I can't? Huh? They only have to take their shirts off. I can perform the examination through undergarments for women, though. That said, it's a bit easier with them off. There's nothing interesting about looking at naked men, so do as the Don says and wait in your room. Okay, I will. I feel like this is familiar. I feel like this part is familiar, though. I feel like we already done like a physical before, right? I wonder how long the physicals take. She lay down on her bed in her room. I'm so bored. Maybe I should borrow a book from Mr. Caramia, she thought, but if I ran into Mr. Caramia, she knew with a personality like his, something like that probably wouldn't bother him. Still, the mere thought of caused her to instantly lose her desire to leave her room. I guess I should just take a nap since I don't have anything else to do. A soft sound reached her ears. It was just loud enough to rouse her from her slumber. I'm so tired, but... She rubbed her eyes and got up. I'll be right there. Sorry for making you wait so long. Why do I feel like this is so... Why do I feel like this is so familiar? I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, really. Whoa! What's wrong? You startled me. Doctor? Startled you? Anyone would be startled if someone dressed in all black suddenly appeared at their door, wouldn't they? At least I think so. Oh, you know what I'm wearing? Oh, don't worry about me. Come on, let's get checked. You do look creepy. You look like you're a murderer. You look like the Grim Reaper, actually. Right here? Yes, don't worry. I have all my instruments with me. You can keep some undergarments on. I thought you would probably be more comfortable here than in the main house. Oh, that's true. I am in your hands, Doctor. I wouldn't trust him. Mr. Caramia. Oh, Jado and Dr. Robin. And for the physical? Yes, I'm heading back now. Thank you for coming home. I'm counting on you next month as well. How did your checkup go, Senorita? He said there wasn't anything wrong with me. How about you, Mr. Caramia? Same here. I'm the very picture of health. Why do I feel like that isn't true for at least one of them? I don't know why. I feel like that's... Like, because what's the point of, like, this unless it's just to show the doctor? And I feel like something has to be wrong with at least one of them. That's good. What about you, Axel? Although, judging from your demeanor, I'm guessing things out of the ordinary for you. Yeah, I never had any particular issues. Is it Kyrie? Yeah, I guess your good health is your only redeeming feature. Can we say the same for you? Oh, please, don't let me together with you. I have 100 more redeeming qualities than you. Okay. Well, I'm just glad that everyone is well. Health is more important than anything. If you're feeling even a little under the weather, go see the doctor. He gets really annoying if you just try to ignore health problems. Dr. Robin does have a bad case of medical curiosity, after all. Axel didn't answer the question, though. That's why I think Axel didn't answer the question. Like when we were asking, like, Caramia, Axel, like, hey, how you doing after physical? He just deflected it on to talking about Axel not having redeeming qualities besides his health. That's all he said. I don't like him, but I'm curious to see what... I'm curious, that's why. So I'm gonna choose Kyrie this time because I'm curious. Although nothing might happen right now. Miss Jada, would you be so gracious as to accept these? Wow, such beautiful flowers. Why are you giving these to me? I was given them by an acquaintance. I brought some freshly cut flowers into my room just this morning, so would you care to take these? What's the catch? What's the catch? Oh, what? You could tell I poisoned them? You poisoned them? No. I wouldn't trust them either way. I still wouldn't take them if you even poisoned them or not. I haven't actually inspected them myself, but perhaps they have indeed been poisoned. You tricked me. You're such a naughty girl for doubting me. I'm sorry? No need to apologize. Doubt is very important, especially with people like me who are always thinking about ways to deceive others. But if you're going to doubt me, you'd best follow through with it. Otherwise, I'll just toy with you. Bro, what? Bro, that's it? Like, bro, what? I wouldn't take these flowers out of my room, shoot. I wouldn't even take them to begin with. I wonder where I should put these flowers. In a vase? Maybe I can borrow one from Mr. Caramia. Huh? She noticed a piece of paper hiding between the stems. Oh no. She carefully pulled it out, making sure not to damage the petals. What on earth? She set the bouquet on the table and sat down. I don't even want to read this out loud. This isn't even for me, but like, I don't even... It pains me. My dearest Kyrie, I've always loved... Oh, could this be a love letter to Mr. Kyrie? What should I do? He said he got in the bouquet from an acquaintance, but maybe that's who it's from. He must not have noticed the note. He's messing with me. He's freaking messing with me. I know. I should give it to him. I don't care. I would burn it or throw it in the trash. No one likes him. Mr. Kyrie, I'm so glad I caught you before you left. Whatever is the matter, you're out of breath. I found this new bouquet that you gave me. I thought I should give it to you. You didn't happen to open this letter, did you? I mean, you gave it to me with it still in there. What the freak was I supposed to do? I'm sorry, I only read a teeny bit. I see. Oh, but really, it was hardly any of it. I just glanced at it once. The number of times you looked is irrelevant. The important thing is that you read it. Sorry. No, don't worry. Everyone makes mistakes. Then you shouldn't have left it. You should have checked the freaking flowers beforehand. That's not my mistake. I'm not taking the blame for that. Thank you for taking the time to bring it to me. I'm glad that I managed to get it to him. So Mr. Kyrie is popular, huh? I never knew. I never knew either. Oh my gosh. Like that. If someone actually does like him, they're delusional. Because I wouldn't. I think I would rather jump off a cliff. The weather's so nice. She set down the now empty watering can and stretched her limbs. The freshly watered plants glittered in the sunshine. I don't think I have anything else to do today. It was only natural that a freeloader like herself was rarely given any responsibilities. Maybe I should go out for a bit. Oh no. Is it Sunday or not? Like, whose house is this? Oh, but it's Jado. Just as she was walking out of the gate, someone called out to her. When she turned around, the voice she saw? Mr. Kyrie. Oh. Mr. Kyrie! Kyrie took up his hat and placed it over his chest, giving her a little nod. You seem free at the moment. Would you care to join me on a stroll? No. With you? Yes, indeed. You mean... I love how she's asking for sure. You mean all alone with you? Is that a problem? Yeah. A problem? It's Mr. Kyrie we're talking about. He must have some kind of ulterior oh, I'm glad she's thinking like this. I'm glad she's thinking like this. I guess it's pretty rude to think about him that way, though. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you don't mind my company, please allow me to join you. What a strange thing to say. I invited you precisely because I don't mind your company, after all. It's something about being like with a character that you do not trust. It's something that makes you like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to be here. They chatted as they walked down the Oz domain. During a pause in their conversation, Kyrie looked at Jado straight in the eyes. Don't ask me that question. Miss Jada, what do you think of me? Oh, don't ask me that question. I've been worried that you might have the wrong impression of me. Wrong impression? Am I wrong in thinking that you believe me to be a cruel and callous man without heart? I can't exactly tell him that I sorta do. Sorta? No. No. Of course not. Well, maybe a little, but only a little. Oh. She panicked when she saw Kyrie's expression turn sullen. I do not care. But I think you're a kind person at heart, even if you say some scary things sometimes. That's what I believe. He pulled a gun on me in one of the previous episodes. Really? Yes. I see. I guess you really do have the wrong impression of me after all, then. What? I'm a cruel man devoid of kindness. I'd betray anyone for my own benefit. I'm quite confident that I could dispose of you without a shred of doubt. Mr. Kyrie? I don't say this to threaten you, but if someone living in the same household, I thought it was something you ought to know. Now let's leave this rather dark topic here and enjoy our walk. So, you mean to tell me that if it benefited you more, you probably betray Caramia? Whoa, that doesn't sound good. But I think Caramia would kind of know that, though. I think he does know that, which is good. Is that? What's wrong? Suddenly, a strangely clothed group of people appeared from around a corner. Clothes they were wearing were even darker than Robin Hood's black robes. The movements were accompanied by the tinkling sound of many bells. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They were bearing a long crimson box, taking long and careful strides as they walked down the street. Oh, a funeral procession. Funeral procession? You probably don't know what that means because of your amnesia, I take it. You understand what death is, right? Death from natural causes, death from old age, death from illness, failing over dead, death by car, death by whatever that is, death by fire, death by cold, death from starvation. Life has many conclusions. You know what it actually means, did I? Why is she so dumb? Oh my god. What? Dying is when you stop living, right? Oh, I know amnesia can't be that hard on you. I know amnesia cannot be that hard on you. Girl, please. In your phrasing, I'd say it's more accurately when you've stopped living. At any rate, I'm convinced you do understand the concept of death. That'll make explaining things much easier. That was a funeral procession. Judging from the participants, they were probably carrying the body of somebody from the slums. Participants? She looked at the procession again. If what Kyrie said was correct, the box, no, coffin they were carrying had a corpse inside. Even though it was the middle of the day under the warm sunlight, she felt a chill run down her spine. Suddenly, a familiar silhouette caught her eye among the group. Mr. Manboy. I still don't know why he has that name. No. Even from this distance, you could tell it wasn't him. His clothes were the same as Manboy's, but he wasn't the right height and his hair was different. Kyrie looked at her, wondering if something was wrong. With her eyes still in the crowd, she explained. That person's outfit, it looks just like Mr. Manboy's. Naturally, he is employed by that estate as well. That estate? I took you down the street before, didn't I? I told you about the salon and my associates, and I frequent as well. At the end of that road is another mansion, not the salon, but an office responsible for several public services. One of those services is a funeral parlor. Ooh, how? I'm just kidding. Eto. Nando. Disposing of the dead like this is part of their job. Disposing of the dead? Yes. It's the same whether you're one of the townsfolk or you're an inhabitant of the slums. If you die, they'll be taken care of you soon enough. They dispose of the corpses from back when you and Axel were captured as well. Very cleanly, might I add. Oh. It must be hard work. Indeed, I can't imagine washing a complete stranger's corpse myself. They wash corpses? Indeed, they don't just cram filthy corpses into caskets. They clean them up and dress them in funeral garb. Of course, depending on the state of the body, they may have to intern them in a different manner. Although, it is rare for them to be performing a service at this hour. Is it? Indeed. If it's a service for someone from the slums, they would normally handle it in the early morning. Perhaps their schedule was particularly busy today. Too many. Do that many people really die? Yes, they do. It's rather normal. A single shot to the chest or head, even you would be in their care rather quickly. Please don't be so afraid. I have no intention of laying a hand on you at the moment, and on the off chance that I should decide to shoot you, you'll just end up at Dr. Robin Hood's. After all, he's a doctor. I'm sure he'll be able to save your life. And she's just like, oh, well, that's a relief. I'm sure I could rest easy with Dr. Crow taking care of me. Else is like, oh, I'm gonna disregard the fact that you said, oh, you may or may not shoot me. Huh? There's no illness the doctor can't cure, right? Indeed, that is true. He can't heal the dead, though, can he? Like, bringing people back to life and stuff? Oh, don't be silly, he's a doctor, not a magician. However capable he might be, he can cure neither old age nor terminal illness. I'm sorry. Well, I guess saying there's no illness he can't cure invites misinterpretation. You seem to take everything so literally. I guess that's one of your faults. What does a doctor who can treat any illness do when he encounters an incurable disease? Huh? What if there's a way to cure it, but he doesn't know how to perform the technique? What is such a doctor to do then? Kill the patient? A riddle? Oh no, just thinking out loud. What would you do? I mean, you never know. There could be, like, a way, maybe? Like, I think, yeah. Stay positive. I'd find a way to save the patient. Even if you couldn't find one? Even then, I'd keep looking until I did. What if you searched for all eternity and couldn't find it? Mr. Kyrie, my apologies. I enjoy being cruel. If I don't give up, there's still a chance. It'd be a waste to just give up hope. Yes, that's true. If you don't give up hope, it will glimmer forever. Thank you very much. I feel a bit braver now. You do? Why? No, that's... I told you! I freaking told you! Let's go! I'm right, then. I'm right. That's why he didn't answer the freaking question. Oh my gosh. I feel... It's obvious. It's obvious. I pick up stuff so easy sometimes. I knew, though. I knew because why else would he just deflect the question? Why else would there be another physical and he deflects the question onto being like Axel and Caramia instead of like talking about himself? Because obviously you think you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm healthy too. Yeah, I'm probably more healthy than you, blah, blah, blah. But instead he had to like project onto Axel being like, oh, yeah, you being healthy is the only redeeming quality about you, but I have more redeeming qualities than being healthy or whatever the freak he said. So that makes sense. I caught that. So point for me. So this was episode 9. I'll probably film episode 10 in the same sitting, but for now I'm gonna cut this part off. Arigatou gozaimasu for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode, which I'm just going to film. So, yatta!